Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Parker. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. And here's the handoff. Powers through. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
And the Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Hall. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. you may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? We got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
First and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Oh, it's snapped to the back. Has the first down and more. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 29.
Tremendous toughness here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Flores. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the run here, taking a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to run, it's Flores. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And they pick up the first on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The Ducks move into the red zone. keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to throw. It's Hall. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's escaping the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Here's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. So a timeout is called, just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Back to pass. It's Hall. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Receiver in motion now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Puts the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is the characteristic about great quarterbacks that stands out to me. Their ability to make a play when things aren't perfect. Here, they get to him. They put pressure on him. He's about to go down, but his instincts to be able to find that back, check it down before he hits the ground, gives this offense a chance to be able to pick up positive yards and get the first down.
And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
They're going to go for it, but keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, knocked right through. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
We can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. And there's the handoff. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
There's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to get the throw off. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. And he'll be brought down.
Well, that's a good job by this offense to at least get some positive yards. They've kind of put themselves in a tough spot, getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Flores. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, you talk about a turn of events. What a job by this defense. You're thinking at the very least they're potentially going to give up the go-ahead field goal, maybe a touchdown. Instead, they come up with this interception, get the ball back to their offense.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They tackle him about the 14.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Ball handed off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. The back's got it. He did not get. Crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On the run, it's Flores. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. They're feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Inside the 35 now. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And he'll just dive over the pile into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he dives right over the pile for the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. They're 1 for 3 so far on 4th down attempts. Can they convert here? Looking to pass. It's Hall. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space.
Down he goes. A sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Defense finally makes the stop after a big gain. This offense not throttling back, even on the final play. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.